King Charles makes a shocking admission about Princess Diana's death. Did you ever think you'd hear a king confess to regrets that have haunted him for years? Well, King Charles has finally spoken about something many thought he never would talk about: his role in Princess Diana's life and the regrets that still haunt him. What he's saying now is emotional, unexpected, and deeply personal. King Charles talks about the pain of their marriage, the choices he wishes he could undo, and the guilt he feels about the events that led to Diana's tragic death. These are not just small confessions. These are the kinds of truths that could change how people see him forever. In this video, we're counting down some of King Charles' shocking confessions about Princess Diana's death. What he's sharing now will leave you shocked, moved, and questioning everything you thought you knew about the most famous love story in modern history. Stay with us. You won't want to miss this. Number 1. I regret how I treated Princess Diana. King Charles has finally admitted something people have suspected for years. He regrets how he treated Princess Diana during their marriage. Their relationship was never a fairy tale, but King Charles now says he wishes he had done things differently. He says he didn't understand how hard royal life was for Princess Diana and didn't give her the support she needed. Sources close to the royal family say King Charles has privately shared that he was too focused on his royal duties to notice how much Princess Diana was struggling. He regrets not stepping in sooner to fix their problems, especially as their marriage became a public scandal. Princess Diana was adored by millions, but behind the scenes, she felt lonely and misunderstood. King Charles now realizes he played a big role in her pain. This confession is important because it shows that even someone as powerful as a king can look back and realize they made serious mistakes. It's a reminder that behind the titles and crowns, there's a human being who can feel regret just like anyone else. Number 2. Role in Princess Diana's death. One of the most shocking things King Charles has admitted is that he feels partly responsible for Princess Diana's death. While he wasn't directly involved, he believes his actions helped create the chaos that surrounded her life. His affair with Camilla Parker Bowles, now Queen Consort, caused a lot of pain for Princess Diana and brought endless attention from the media. This constant spotlight made Princess Diana one of the most followed women in the world. She was chased everywhere she went, especially by photographers hoping to capture her private moments. On the night of her tragic car crash, she was trying to escape from the paparazzi. King Charles has said that if he handled their marriage better, maybe Princess Diana wouldn't have faced so much pressure and danger. For King Charles to admit this is huge. It's not easy for anyone to take responsibility for their mistakes, especially on such a public stage. This confession shows how deeply he's thought about his role in Princess Diana's life and the events leading up to her death. Number 3. I am haunted by her death. King Charles has said that Princess Diana's death is something that stays with him every single day. He often thinks back to the days after her passing, especially the heartbreaking moment when he was walking behind her coffin with their sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. That moment wasn't just painful for the boys. It was devastating for King Charles as well. He says he often wonders what he could have done differently. Could he have done more to protect her? Could he have helped her find more peace and happiness in her life? These thoughts have stayed with him for years, and he admits that they'll probably never go away. This isn't just about feeling guilty. It's about realizing how much Princess Diana meant to the world and to their family. King Charles has shared that losing Princess Diana made him think deeply about what it means to be a father, a husband, and a public figure. He says her death is a reminder of how precious life is and how important it is to show love and kindness to the people around you. Number 4. Jealous of Princess Diana's fame. King Charles has also confessed to something many people suspected. He was jealous of Princess Diana's popularity. Everywhere she went, people adored her. They admired her kindness, her beauty, and her work to help those in need. While King Charles worked hard to fulfill his royal duties, he often felt like he was in Princess Diana's shadow. He admits this jealousy created tension in their marriage. It wasn't just about public appearances. It was about how Princess Diana seemed to have a special connection with people that King Charles couldn't match. This made him feel frustrated, and at times, even insecure. Looking back, King Charles now realizes how much this hurt their relationship. This confession gives us a deeper understanding of the struggles within their marriage. It wasn't just the media or the pressure of royal life. It was also about two people trying to find their place in a world that constantly judged them. King Charles' honesty about these feelings shows he's willing to own up to his mistakes and learn from them. Number 5. I failed to protect her. One of the hardest things for King Charles to admit is that he didn't do enough to protect Princess Diana. He says that as her husband and a senior member of the royal family, he had the power to shield her from some of the pressure she faced. But he didn't realize how bad things had gotten until it was too late. Princess Diana was constantly followed by photographers, and the stress of being in the spotlight took a toll on her. King Charles now says he wishes he had fought harder to give her more privacy and support. He feels that he let her down, not just as a husband, but as someone who cared about her deeply. This regret has had a big impact on how King Charles approaches his role as a father. He's worked hard to make sure his sons and their families are better protected from the press. He says this is one way he can honor Princess Diana's memory and make up for the mistakes he made during their time together. Number 6. I apologize to Princess Diana's family. One of the most touching things King Charles has shared is that he personally apologized to Princess Diana's family after her death. Losing Princess Diana was devastating for her family, the Spencers, and King Charles admitted that his actions during their marriage contributed to the pain they felt. He shared that this apology was not just about acknowledging his mistakes, but also about showing respect for Princess Diana and her legacy. The Spencer family has always been protective of Princess Diana's memory, and hearing this apology reportedly meant a lot to them. King Charles told them he regrets not being a better husband, and that he wishes he had done more to support Princess Diana through the tough times. This gesture, though long overdue, shows that King Charles is trying to make amends for the past. This confession is powerful because it highlights the emotional toll Princess Diana's death had on everyone involved, not just the public. By reaching out to her family, King Charles is showing that he recognizes how deeply his actions affected not just Princess Diana, but also those who loved her the most. Number 7. I was distant from my sons after Princess Diana's death. King Charles has also admitted that he wasn't the father Prince William and Prince Harry needed him to be after Princess Diana's tragic death. At a time when his sons were grieving the loss of their mother, King Charles says he found it difficult to connect with them emotionally. He admits he was overwhelmed by his own grief and unsure how to support his boys through such a heartbreaking time. This emotional distance led to tension between King Charles and his sons, especially Harry, who'd been vocal about feeling neglected after Princess Diana's death. King Charles has acknowledged that he could have done more to comfort them, to talk about their feelings, and to help them heal. This confession is heartbreaking because it shows how grief can sometimes push people apart, even when they need each other the most. King Charles' regret over this period in his life is a reminder that even parents in positions of power can struggle to navigate their emotions in the face of tragedy. Number 8. The paparazzi's role in Princess Diana's death still haunts me. King Charles has opened up about how much he blames the paparazzi for Princess Diana's tragic death. On the night of her fatal car crash, Princess Diana was trying to escape relentless photographers who were chasing her car through the streets of Paris. King Charles has said that the role the media played in her death is something he finds deeply disturbing and difficult to forgive. He shared that the constant invasion of Princess Diana's privacy during her life caused her immense stress and anxiety. From their early years of marriage to their divorce, the media seemed to follow her every move. King Charles says he should have done more to protect her from this constant harassment, and that thought continues to weigh heavily on him. This guilt has influenced how King Charles deals with the press today. He's become a vocal advocate for protecting his family's privacy, especially for his grandchildren. This is one way he hopes to honor Princess Diana's memory and prevent history from repeating itself. Number 9. Our relationship was complicated. King Charles has admitted that his relationship with Princess Diana was more complicated than the public ever knew. On the surface, they seemed like the perfect royal couple, but behind closed doors, their marriage was filled with challenges. King Charles has shared that while there were happy moments, their differences often made it difficult to connect on a deeper level. Princess Diana was outgoing, warm, and emotional, while King Charles was more reserved and focused on his royal duties. These personality differences created tension early on in their marriage. King Charles says he wished he had made more of an effort to understand Princess Diana's needs and feelings, rather than expecting her to adapt to his way of life. This honest reflection shows that King Charles is no longer trying to present a perfect image of their relationship. Instead, he's acknowledging the truth about their struggles, which helps us better understand the challenges they faced as a couple. Number 10. I was overwhelmed by grief. King Charles has spoken about how losing Princess Diana affected him personally. While much of the attention after her death was on Prince William and Prince Harry, King Charles says he was also overwhelmed by his own grief. He admits that he struggled to process the loss of someone who'd been such a significant part of his life, even though their relationship had its problems. He shared that in the days following Princess Diana's death, he felt a mix of emotions: sadness, guilt, and even anger at the circumstances that led to her passing. Walking behind her coffin during the funeral was one of the hardest things he's ever done. He says he kept thinking about how unfair it was that her life had been cut short, about how much she still had to give the world. King Charles' openness about his grief helps people see a side of him that often isn't shown. It reminds us that no matter how famous or powerful someone is, losing a loved one is a pain that everyone can relate to. Number 11. I felt guilty about not protecting her from the paparazzi. One of the most painful admissions from King Charles is that he feels guilty for not protecting Princess Diana from the relentless attention of the paparazzi. He said that as her husband and a senior royal, he should have done more to shield her from the pressures that came with being one of the most photographed women in the world. Princess Diana's life was a constant battle for privacy. From the early days of their marriage to the years after their divorce, she was pursued by cameras wherever she went. King Charles has admitted that he underestimated how damaging this was for her, and regrets not stepping in sooner to demand more boundaries for her safety. On the night of her tragic death, Princess Diana was fleeing photographers in Paris, a fact that haunts King Charles to this day. He said he will never forget the role the media played in her life and death. This guilt has shaped how he approaches the media's involvement with the royal family today, especially when it comes to protecting William and Harry and their families from the same invasive treatment Princess Diana endured. Number 12. I made a secret promise to Princess Diana. Another surprising detail King Charles has shared is that he made a private promise to Princess Diana before her death. While he hasn't revealed the exact nature of this promise, those close to him say it was about ensuring that Princess Diana's legacy would live on, both within the royal family and the public eye. King Charles has reportedly said that this promise weighs heavily on him. He feels a responsibility to uphold Princess Diana's values, particularly her focus on helping others. Many believe this is why King Charles has supported humanitarian efforts that reflect the kind of work Princess Diana was so passionate about. This promise shows that, despite their complicated relationship, King Charles respected Princess Diana's impact on the world and wanted to honor her memory. It's a reminder that even when relationships are strained, love and admiration can still exist in profound ways. Number 13. Her death shattered my dreams for our family. King Charles has admitted that Princess Diana's death completely changed the future he had envisioned for their family. Even though they were no longer married, King Charles still saw Princess Diana as an important part of his life and his children's lives. Her passing left a void that could never be filled. King Charles has said that he dreamed of a future where he and Princess Diana could co-parent their sons and work together to guide them through royal life. He believed that, with time, they could put their differences aside and focus on creating a stable environment for Prince William and Prince Harry. When Princess Diana died, these dreams were shattered. King Charles has shared that this loss is something he still struggles with, even today. He says it's one of the biggest regrets of his life that Princess Diana wasn't there to see her sons grow up, start families of their own, and carry on her legacy. Number 14. I am grateful for the time we had together. Despite their struggles, King Charles has said that he's grateful for the time he had with Princess Diana. He's described their relationship as being filled with both joy and pain, but he acknowledges that Princess Diana brought a special light into his life. King Charles has said he admires Princess Diana's ability to connect with people and her dedication to causes that mattered to her. He's expressed that, even during the toughest times in their marriage, he learned valuable lessons from her. These lessons have stayed with him and continue to influence how he approaches his role as king. This gratitude is an important part of King Charles' reflections. It shows that he doesn't only focus on the mistakes and regrets, but also cherishes the good moments they shared. For all the challenges they faced, Princess Diana left an indelible mark on his life, and for that, King Charles says he'll always be thankful. Number 15. I regret the decisions I made in our marriage. King Charles has openly admitted that he made many mistakes during his marriage to Princess Diana, and he deeply regrets some of the choices he made. He said that he wasn't always honest about his feelings and that his actions sometimes made their relationship more difficult than it needed to be. One of his biggest regrets is how he handled his affair with Camilla. King Charles has admitted that the betrayal hurt Princess Diana deeply and contributed to the breakdown of their marriage. Looking back, he wishes he had been more understanding of Princess Diana's feelings and more committed to making their relationship work. These confessions show that King Charles is taking responsibility for his role in their troubled marriage. It's a reminder that even in the most high-profile relationships, there are real emotions, challenges, and mistakes that can lead to heartbreak. Number 16. Her death taught me lessons about family. King Charles has said that Princess Diana's death taught him important lessons about family and relationships. He shared that losing Princess Diana made him realize how fragile life is and how important it is to cherish the people you love. King Charles says he wishes he'd spent more time with Princess Diana and their sons during their marriage. He regrets not prioritizing his family over his royal duties and letting the pressures of public life take precedence. These lessons have influenced how he interacts with his sons and grandchildren today. He's also said that Princess Diana's legacy inspires him to be more compassionate and understanding as a father and as a king. He hopes to carry forward the lessons he learned from her in the way he leads and the way he connects with people. Number 17. I still have painful memories of her death. Even after all these years, King Charles has admitted that the pain of losing Princess Diana has not gone away. He says that certain memories, especially from the days after her passing, still bring him sadness and regret. One moment he often reflects on is walking behind Princess Diana's coffin during her funeral procession. He says that day was one of the hardest in his life, not just because he was grieving, but because he could see how deeply her loss affected their sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. King Charles had also said he regrets not being more open with Princess Diana while she was alive. He wishes he had told her how much he admired her strength and her ability to connect with people. Now those things are carried in his memory, along with the knowledge that he didn't get the chance to say them to her in person. These painful memories serve as a reminder of how important Princess Diana was to King Charles, even during their difficult times. Number 18. I want to make amends for my mistakes. King Charles has said that one of his biggest goals as king is to make up for mistakes of his past. He knows he can't change what happened, but he wants to honor Princess Diana's memory by being a better father, leader, and public figure. One way he's doing this is by supporting causes that were close to Princess Diana's heart, such as helping the homeless and advocating for better mental health care. He's also taken steps to repair his relationship with his sons, especially Harry. While the tension between them had been widely reported, King Charles had expressed a desire to heal those wounds. He knows that rebuilding trust takes time, but he's determined to show his sons that he loves and supports them. King Charles has also focused on being more approachable and compassionate in his role as king. He said that he wants to lead in a way that reflects the lessons he learned from Princess Diana, less about tradition and more about empathy and connection with people. Number 19. I regret the lost opportunities with Princess Diana. Perhaps one of the most heartbreaking things King Charles has admitted is that he regrets all the missed chances to repair his relationship with Princess Diana. He says there were so many moments during their marriage when he could have been more understanding, more patient, or simply more present. He also wishes they had more time after their divorce to rebuild a healthier relationship, not just for their sake, but their sons as well. King Charles has shared that he often wonders how different things might have been if they'd taken the time to truly listen to each other. He believes that despite their struggles, there was potential for them to find common ground and work together as a family. Losing Princess Diana so suddenly meant that those opportunities were taken away forever, and that's a regret he'll always carry. King Charles' confessions have given us a lot to think about love, loss, and the choices that shape our lives. Now we want to hear from you. What do you think about what King Charles has admitted? Do you believe his regrets and reflections can help heal the pain of the past? Or is it too little, too late? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video as interesting as we did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with others who might find it interesting, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss on future uploads. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!